In rural America, some crimes are buried not just underground, but in time. When human remains are finally uncovered, forensic science gives the dead a voice, and the secrets they reveal can expose killers who believed they would never be caught. Case 1. The skeleton under the house, Salinas, California. The quiet agricultural town of Salinas, California, is known for hard work and fresh produce, not violent crime. But on January 14, 1998, that changed forever. While installing heating ducts, homeowner Jim Olsen noticed something strange beneath his house. In the crawl space, partially buried in dirt, were a pair of tennis shoes pointing straight upward. Unable to reach them himself, Jim's wife Sandra crawled inside to investigate. What she saw stopped her cold. The shoes were attached to a human skeleton. Police quickly secured the scene and confirmed the remains were human. To properly recover and analyze the bones, they called in forensic anthropologist Dr. Galloway. The skeleton was remarkably intact, undisturbed by animals, and fully clothed. Based on decomposition, Dr. Galloway determined the body had been there at least 5 years, possibly much longer. Then came the crucial discovery. A .38 caliber bullet was found among the remains. This was no accident. This was murder. Identifying the victim. The remains were transported to the University of California for analysis. Measurements revealed the victim was male, approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall, European descent, adolescent at time of death. Examination of the skull revealed 2 gunshot wounds to the head, along with another to the torso. Detectives cross-referenced missing persons reports connected to the house. One name stood out: Christopher Denuer, a 16-year-old boy reported missing from that very residence in 1984. Dental records confirmed the match. After 14 years, Chris had finally been found. Now police needed to know who killed him. The prime suspect investigators quickly ruled out an outsider. The crawl space could only be accessed from inside the house. This meant the killer had control of the residence. Attention turned to Chris's stepfather, Jackson Villarta. Chris's girlfriend revealed the two constantly fought. Chris had never planned to run away. Villarta admitted owning a .38 caliber revolver, the same caliber used in the murder. Ballistics testing confirmed the bullet found beneath the house was fired from Villarta's gun. Even worse, police uncovered a fake telegram sent days after Chris vanished, supposedly from Chris himself. Phone records showed the message was ordered from Villarta's own phone. The deception was exposed. Justice served, investigators recreated the burial under the house. It took just over 1 hour, something only a resident could do without being noticed. On February 6, 1999, Jackson Villarta was arrested. At trial, prosecutors proved Villarta shot Chris during a heated argument, then buried his body beneath the house to hide the crime. In 2000, Villarta was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 17 years to life. Case 2. A body in the woods, Michigan. In Lansing, Michigan, 29-year-old Mark Bossum vanished without a trace. His wife Cindy reported him missing, but weeks passed with no sightings, no calls, and no financial activity. Detectives suspected foul play. The last person to see Mark alive was Tom Hart, a man obsessed with Cindy. Hart claimed he dropped Mark off at a convenience store. No witnesses, no cameras, no proof. The case went cold. A break in the case. 18 months later, a man walking his dog made a horrifying discovery: a human skull hidden in the brush. Nearby were scattered bones, blood-stained fabric, and a .22 caliber shell casing. Forensic anthropologists determined male victim, late 20s to early 30s, gunshot wound to the chest, but identity was still uncertain. Forensic speak insect evidence told a critical story. Parasitic wasps found on the clothing indicated the body had been exposed for over a year. Plant growth through the clothing confirmed the timeline. Dental records finally gave the victim a name. Mark Bossum. Now police focused back on Tom Hart, the final piece. Hart's vehicle, used the night Mark disappeared, was seized. Though cleaned, forensic testing revealed large amounts of dried blood beneath the passenger seat. DNA analysis matched the blood to Mark Bossum. That was enough. Arrest and conviction. Hart was arrested while attempting to flee his farm. Investigators believe he lured Mark into his car, drove him to a remote location, and shot him out of jealousy. On January 9, 1998, Tom Hart was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. Outro: some killers believe time will erase their crimes, that bones will stay silent, but forensic science remembers. And when the dead finally speak, they reveal the truth and expose grave secrets.